video. As you can tell, I am super excited about this video. This is the first birthday party I have ever done for myself on video. It is my 40th birthday. I'm also going to be sharing it with my best friend Wendy's 40th birthday and two other of our friends that are sharing the same birthday month. So we decided to just put all of our birthdays all together, and we decided to go all in and go big or go home. And we chose our birthday theme to be 80s. So I went and did a bunch of shopping. Actually, I can't take all the credit. My friend and I, Crystal, we did most of the shopping by ourselves, and we went everywhere. And we found anything that we could possibly find. Of course, there isn't a whole lot of 80s themed stuff that you can find on the shelf. You can find some stuff at Party City, which we did get quite a bit of things there. So we went to Party City, we went to Walmart. We also went to Dollar Tree, of course, because that is my favorite store ever. And we also went to Dollar General. But I did get some things on Amazon that are really gonna tie this party all together because they have so much to choose from. Let's go ahead and get this garage going. I'm gonna let you know right now that this took us days and days and days to put together and a whole month to just plan and party prep. I already got started on some things. We of course put the banner up because we wanted to see how it was gonna look. My husband is gonna be doing karaoke, so we're setting up his area, and then also we have a bunch of other decor, and we got some DIYs. So we have so much to put all in this video. I don't know how I'm gonna do it all in one video, but we're gonna figure it out. We also have some balloons that we blew up. We blew up all of the foil balloons because we wanted to see if they were gonna hold air. Unfortunately, some of them are not holding air as good as we would like. We're just gonna hope that everything just falls into place. And let's go ahead and get started with this party. I honestly don't have any idea how I jam-packed everything in this video, but here we are. The only thing that I wasn't able to put in here was most of the actual DIYs, so that will be in a separate video, hopefully a very short one. But I got this LED balloon stand from Dollar General. It was relatively cheap, only about $3, so we got 3 of them. But please don't make the same mistake that we did. It took us forever to figure out how to blow up the balloon. We did use an inflator, and it blows up to about 18 inches. And just so you know, the material is more made out of plastic than like latex. So the material is a little hard to seal, I guess. So we did have to do this a couple of times because the air started to deflate on its own. And we came in the garage and we were like, oh no, the balloons have deflated. So we had to redo it over again. So make sure that you tie it into a knot. It says that these things are reusable, but we did not reuse them because we weren't able to. But I do have to say that they looked super cool, especially when it was dark. This is the bar area that we set up. We actually had 2 bars, one in the garage and one in the kitchen, but we wanted to have 2 separate bars because we kind of wanted to do like a cocktail hour, wait till the sun comes down, and then bring everyone into the garage for the neon colors and the glow in the dark and karaoke. The last time that I created a birthday party for myself was my 30th birthday. My friend Crystal, she has never celebrated her birthday. So we were super excited to put this party together for all of us. We chose the 80s theme because we feel like the 80s was just the most fun, the most retro, and the most down-to-earth era of all. It was the movies and the music and just everything that had to do with 80s that does it for me. So we wanted to do everything and anything we could to bring back the nostalgic 80s era, including some 80s cocktails. And so since our initials was S, C, W, and C, we came up with Sexy Cool Women's Club as our 80s themed birthday party. We wanted to make this garage look more like a lounge and not like a garage, so we tried our hardest to make sure that every part of that garage was covered. So we used a lot of black table covers to cover any areas that just we weren't able to decorate or that was like an eyesore. So I covered my sink and I covered my water heater. We thought that it just elevated the space and made it look more like you were going out to a lounge and not like a garage. Before I get started on the balloon arches, I just want to thank everybody who watched my last video. I think that was my best video yet in such a short period of time, and I got so many compliments on the balloon popping portion of that video. And I got a couple of requests in the comment section asking me to create more videos like this. I just want you guys to know that this isn't a usual thing for my channel. I do create parties a lot throughout the year, but it's not something that I can do in every video that I make. But I really hope that doesn't deter you from staying subscribed to my channel, because when I do have parties, I will make sure every single time that I have balloon arches that I will blow them up for you and I will pop them. We bought 3 different balloon arches off Amazon. We liked the retro colors, so we tried to get as many different colors as possible and as many different backgrounds as possible, including some of the balloons that I already had in my repertoire. So I used a ton of balloons in this video. Although Amazon is probably the best bet when you're buying your balloon arches because they have the best quality, but you can never ever be prepared for the ones that pop, especially the ones that have been sitting in my storage for a long time. So make sure that you have extra balloons just in case that happens, because you will lose several. A few of our big balloons were also popped because they just weren't made correctly, but there's nothing you could do about it when you're already setting up and you're putting your party together. So just be prepared that you might have some balloon accidents. And let me just remind you guys that I am not a professional balloon artist or anything of the sort. I am just a stay-at-home mom, and I love throwing parties together, and I learn a lot of my techniques on YouTube. I watch other people do it, and that's how I get my ideas from. I'm still learning, but every time I have a party, it always gets better and better. So this is actually my biggest balloon arch yet. And I have to say that even though we had a lot of tragedies, it came out really nice, and I'm super excited to share it all with you guys. So as I'm sitting here editing the video, I'm starting to notice that this part was kind of rushed through, and I didn't really film it that well. But I'm kind of making a topiary, and the way that I'm doing it is I took 4 balloons and I twisted them together like I did earlier, and then I'm taking a piece of string and I'm tying them together. Now you want to make sure that your balloons are sitting just right so that they stay very tight, otherwise they will start to fall apart on you. And then I just tied it all the way at the bottom, and I just fixed it until it was nice and perfect and standing straight up. And then I took a water balloon, and I learned this off YouTube, and I just tied it to the bottom. But the mistake that I made was that I didn't tie the balloon first. The water balloon popped. So make sure you tie your balloon first and then tie it to the bottom of the topiary. The one thing that I can recommend when you're making your balloon arches is that you should probably separate your balloons, not just by color, but also by size. That way you know how many of each balloon that you have. And if you want to make a color scheme or something like that, you'll know how to put your balloons together. And I did it several different ways. Like the other balloon arch, I used the balloon arch stand. I got that off Amazon, but you could also use the balloon tape, and I prefer the ones from Dollar Tree because they have a good size hole to put your balloon end into. Sometimes the one from Amazon, the holes are very small and they only have one. So the one from the Dollar Tree actually has 2 holes. So it just makes it easier for you to slide the balloon in the smaller hole and then move it over to the big hole. So your balloons will stay very snug inside of the strip and they won't really fall off. We actually didn't follow the inspiration picture on Amazon on any of these balloon arches. We just kind of made them up on our own, and we kind of mixed and matched. But this backdrop here, the balloon arch was the balloon arch that came with that package, and it didn't seem like it had enough balloons like it would in the picture. So that's why I'm saying always have extra balloons. I got this little balloon stand from Party City. It's not the best quality, it is kind of flimsy, but it does do the job. But I'm only using about half of it because I want to put a Rubik's Cube in here. And yes, we actually made this Rubik's Cube on our own. We made a total of 2 large ones and 3 small ones, so you'll definitely see that in the other video. But I just really liked how cool it looks sitting in this topiary. So I really want to apologize about the awkward angles here. We are in a tight space. This is the hallway leading into the garage, but we wanted to decorate this little area because we wanted to make it look like you're walking into the lounge area, and it was supposed to be like the start of the glow in the dark. So I got a lot of these fringe curtains, and these ones I actually got from Dollar General. I loved them because they are rainbow, and I just kind of fit them in the spaces where I was putting them. They are a bit long though, so you may have to trim them because you might accidentally step on them. And if you have cats, they might chew on them. So you might want to do this last minute when your cats are hiding away when everyone's around. And also we tried using Velcro patches from the Dollar Tree, but they kept sliding off. So the best thing to use to attach these to your walls is either tape or thumbtacks. But my favorite part of all of this whole entire hallway area is the LED lights that my friend bought. We put them all around the top of the ceiling, and we set them to purple so it really accentuated the glow-in-the-dark backdrops. Both of these backdrops were purchased on Amazon. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. This is the baking portion of this video. It is going to be very quick. It's not a tutorial type. I'm just giving you an idea of what it's like to prep for a party. So most of my treats are gluten-free with the exception of some of the cakes and a couple of the treats, but I'm trying to do as gluten-free as possible. I'm going to be making the entire cake in a separate video, but it's going to be on my new channel. For those that have been here since the beginning and you actually started watching my videos because of my baking, you guys will know that I've been trying to launch my new channel. It's called Baking at Home with Shelly Lynn. Even though I am posting videos here and there on that channel, I am not trying to get that channel monetized. Not at this time because I really don't have the resources to do so, but I still want to show some of my work. So I am posting on there here and there, mostly shorts and a couple of videos. There's not a whole lot on that channel yet. I'm still working on it, and I'm not going to be posting on there very consistently, but when I do, if you would like to subscribe and like those videos, that would mean a lot to me as well. So if you're interested in that kind of content, please make sure to go check out that channel, and I will be posting the video of the cake that I made for this party very soon. I know that Rice Krispie treats are technically not gluten-free because it is made with malts, from what I understand. So for people who have celiac disease or have an intolerance to gluten, they probably shouldn't be eating this. But for someone like me and my friend Crystal who are just sensitive to gluten, we can handle Rice Krispie treats. But I did make sure to make the cake pops gluten-free because my friend Crystal really wanted a cake pop. She's never had one. So I made these ones especially just for her. And just as a little tip, when making cake pops, I found that it was easier to weigh them out. So I use a food scale and I weigh it out to be about 36 grams each. If it goes under or over a gram, I don't really worry about it, but doing it this way makes it easier to keep your cake pops the same size, and
you don't have to use any tools other than that to make sure that your cake pops are exactly the same. Also, I found these little trays from Amazon. They're cake pop trays. I'm not even sure if I'm using them correctly or not, but I just use them so that my cake pops stay around, especially when you're inserting the cake pop stick, it doesn't smash it down and distort the shape. Crystal and I fell in love with this brownie mix. It is the full circle gluten-free brownie. It is so good, you guys. And I really wanted to have a cosmic brownie because it kind of fits the theme. I couldn't find the carob chips to put on top, so we just used mini M&Ms instead, and it was so delicious. And just another quick little tip. Whenever I'm baking, I always put everything in the freezer overnight, including my Rice Krispie treats and these brownies, because I feel like it locks in the moisture so that when you're serving them, they don't come out dry. Just make sure that you put everything in a really sealed tight container so that no air can get inside of them. I usually like to store my Rice Krispie treats in individual bags because I feel like it keeps them fresher longer, but I didn't really have time for that this time. So after we were done decorating them, we just put them back into the freezer and we took them out on the day that we were going to serve them. We've made it to the home stretch. We are just finishing up the decorations in the kitchen. I tried to keep it simple because we did so much in the garage. I didn't really want to take away from that. So I made sure that the kitchen was just pretty simple and easy. So the one thing that I really like to do is I like to put up table covers right here to cover the china cabinet area. It just kind of like changes the whole space area and it makes it look bigger in some way. I'm not sure why, but it also makes the balloon arch pop out a little bit more. So I did get those fringe foil curtains from the Dollar Tree. They are very, very poor quality, but because they're up so high, they work pretty good as long as you're very careful with them because they will come out ripped. What we did is we just took some tape and we taped them together. You can't even tell because we have the balloons covering it and it's so high up. That's why there's an angle right there because my ceiling is kind of at an angle. But I didn't really want to worry about it too much because I knew there was going to be a lot of things on the table and you weren't really going to be able to see it anyway. I think that we kind of overdid it at the Dollar Tree. Some of it is mostly candy. So I found double bubble gum. I even some sour ones. Double bubble regular chewing gum. I found these because they kind of reminded me of those rainbow strips. But then I went back and I found the actual rainbow ones. They're smaller, but they look just like the original. I also got some blow pops, some ring pops, some Cracker Jack I got like a crap ton of candy that I think is gonna look really cool on our candy table. And you could still even find these containers from the Dollar Tree, and they come in several different colors. These ones are used, I've been using them for a while now, so they're pretty good quality. I probably used them a good handful of times. So we're just putting all of our candy in these little dishes, and we're gonna serve them on the dessert table.
Oh my god.
Do you guys remember candy cigarettes? I remember them. These ones are the stick chalky type where you just eat them like candy, but I remember they had the ones that were bubblegum and they actually smoked. These ones don't smoke, but it just brought back some nostalgia and I had to get them. When I was scrolling on Amazon, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get those. I honestly don't like shopping online. The only store that I really shop online is Amazon because I don't trust putting my information out there. So Party City is pretty much the only place that has a good amount of 80s themed things. Even if they're not 80s related, you could find a lot of different colors that will match your scheme. They have a lot of nostalgic toys for party favors. Even when you're not shopping during the Halloween season, you are bound to find some kind of costume that will fit any theme. They had all kinds of different retro looking costumes, but they did have this little section that even had t-shirts for kids. And they are a one size fits all, and they fit up to a pretty big size. The shirts even fit me a little bit big, so you're bound to find something that you're gonna like. And if you don't, check out their accessories. They have a lot of accessories. Not to mention they have tons of different decorations that you can mix and match. And just as an idea, the 80s also incorporated some 70s things like disco balls. So maybe think about picking up some 70s related things to incorporate into your 80 themes party. The only complaint that I will have about Party City is that they do charge a lot more than Amazon would, but man, you can find so many good things at Party City. Look at this disco light. I bought it one time and it did fall on the floor and it broke, but I really wanted to get it again. And that bubble machine, I really wanted it too. And they do have so many different colors of balloons that you probably can't really find at the Dollar Tree as much, or even Walmart. So maybe Party City might be your best bet for there if you don't want to shop on Amazon or even wait for it. So check out Party City. They have a lot of different things, pretty cool nostalgic things for you guys to pick up. So now that we're finally done with all of the decorating, it is time to make the food. And I wanted to make the food as 80s theme as possible. So we picked up a bunch of burger meat because burger meat is pretty, cheap. And in the 80s, we didn't really spend a whole lot on parties. What did we serve? We served hot dogs, we served hamburgers, sloppy joes, and tacos. I mean, ground beef will stretch a buck, and a little bit goes a long way. So we made all of those things. When you went to a birthday party, that's what they served. And it's not gonna matter that it's all hamburger meat because everything tastes different. And I surely didn't get any complaints. In fact, I got so many compliments telling me how good the food was, and they were not shy about it. They truly did grub out on all of this good food. Truth be told, the only reason why I made jalapeno poppers was because it was requested by 2 people, and I strive to please you guys. I have to. So I made sure to make jalapeno poppers because it made a great addition to the table and they were so delicious. So if you've watched any of my party videos before, you know that I'm addicted to this chip clipboard. And now it's like a staple. In every party that I have to have a chip clipboard. And there's no rule to how many different styles of chips you can put up there. So we had all kinds so that people can make walking tacos. They ate them by themselves, or they even crushed up the hot Cheetos to make elotes. So in case you haven't noticed yet, my friend Crystal came up with this idea. So we bought some of the frames from the Dollar Tree and we put pictures of our favorite games and our movies and pop stars. So you'll see Ferris Bueller, you'll see Howard the Duck, you'll see Nintendo, Dirty Dancing, Prince, Michael Jackson, and Madonna. We just really wanted to bring back all of the nostalgic everything, and I couldn't thank her enough for making that idea because it really did take us right back to the 80s. Alrighty, so the party's all set up and all we have to do now is get ready. And that's a wrap. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed putting it all together. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little stressful, but you know what? It all came together. Even if it didn't come out the way that I wanted to, it came out the way that it needed to. I just want to shout out to Danielle as well because she did put a part into this. She helped us out as much as she could, including making the tie-dye t-shirts that I didn't get any footage of. But at the end of the night, we wore them as PJs, and it just really topped off the night. And I feel so blessed to have shared this moment with all of my girls. If you're completely new here and you haven't watched my previous video of the balloon popping, I highly suggest that you check that video out. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for spending this special moment with us. And hopefully I will see you in my next party video. All right, guys, you have a great day, and Shelly out.